Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. And today we're going to do a what's in the box of my last Christmas present that I got this year from my wife. Enemy Action Ardennes. Trying to get that glare off of there. Designed by John Butterfield, published by Compass Games. This is the Battle of the Bulge, 1944. Okay, and on the back of the box, so this is Enemy Action Volume 1, and Enemy Action Ardennes portrays the German offensive launched against the Western Allies in December 1944, popularly known as the Battle of the Bulge. There are 3 complete gaming experiences in one box. The standard 2-player version, a more complex German solo version where the player controls the German side playing against the Allied game system, and an even more challenging Allied solo version where the player controls the Allied side playing against the German game system. All right, and it goes on to describe a few more things. Complexity is medium on a 2-player, but it starts to get up around 6 to 7. It looks like maybe 7.5 on the Allied solo system. The playing time for scenarios range, 1 to 2 hours. The campaign is up around 15 hours. Playing pieces 500 plus. 3 playing maps that are 22 by 34. Solitaire rating is high. And the evaluation, Enemy Action Ardennes is a unique card-driven game specifically designed to support 2 players or 1-player solitaire for either side. There are 5 major scenarios for each of the 3 ways of playing, with various playing times from 1 to 2 hours up to 15 plus hours for the complete campaign. Designed by John Butterfield, developed by John Foley, graphic design Timothy Schleiff. Okay, so let me get the let's get the shrink wrap off of this baby, and it's a big box. It's a 3-inch box probably, and looks like it's not. I mean, it's got some heft to it, so it must be full. So let's get the wrap off and see what we got. All right, got the shrink wrap off. Let's get her opened up here. Let's take a look. Oh, not as full as I thought it was going to be. 10-sided die. Another one to add to my million collection. That's cool, though. We have the Battle of the Bulge German setup, Fill the Gap Allied Action, and Allied Action cards. And so this is a card-driven game for the most part. There are the maps. We'll lay them out here in a minute and take a good look at them. And then we have, looks like our rules. So let's see if we can get this taken apart. Okay. So we have the Allied solo rules, the German solo rules, and then looks like we have some player aids. And what have we got here? The 2-player rules. So I won't spend a lot of time on the 2-player rules because I'm not going to be playing 2-player, but it comes in at 49, 51, 52 pages counting the back page. So 52 pages of rules, nice full color. All this is for the 2-player game. Okay. We have the Allied solo rules. Again, nice. Lots of examples, lots of full color. I love that because I hate the old Avalon Hill games where they were just 60 pages of nothing but text. This one comes in at 65. Let's see. Counting the back page, it's probably going to be 72 pages counting the back page, which is the daily sequence of play. Cool pictures, man. I like this. So that's the Allied solo rules. We have the German solo rules. Probably some of this is redundant, but obviously there's some differences between the two. This one is 67, 68 pages, so there's a few extra pages in the Allied solo rules. We'll have to determine, what the differences are. But again, it's really lots of color, nice paperwork, good artwork inside the rule book. And again, lots of color, full color, blow up examples of what you got going on. Looks like I got some homework now to do. See what all we're gonna have here for the read the rules. Combat procedures. So this is a 8.5 by 11, but it folds out. German events and tactics, Allied system events and tactics. I expect there's going to be some doubles of these things as we go because of the 2-page. This is also German solo, so they're nice. They're identified. Allied system intelligence. Let's see. There we go. Allied system intelligence 3, Allied system intelligence 1. This one was 2. Let's see here. And key rule summaries. So a lot of information on those two. Then we have Enemy Ardennes 2-player, German tactics, Allied events tactics, key rules. So that goes with the 2-player. Then we have the Enemy Action Allied solo, combat procedures for the Allies. Hits and step losses, retreat and advance, German system events and tactics, and the Allied player events and tactics. So, part of the solo. This one is Enemy Action Ardennes all games. So this is your terrain effects chart for everybody, doesn't matter which game you're playing. Stacking limits, dispersed units, strategic movement, movement point cost, combat effects, card and unit reference. So it gives a nice description. Again, lots of a nice reference card that you can go back and look at when you're trying to learn the game. You're trying to learn so many things. You got to remember. German command card display. Cards entering play, draw pile, so it gives you a description and the arrows, the flow of how things work. So that's really nice too. And the German unit adjustment display and instructions how to use this. So wow, this is for the Allied solo on this side and for the 2-player and the German solo on this side. All right. Enemy Action Ardennes official addenda as of January 1st, 2016. Version 2 updates highlighted. So I'll check on Board Game Geek. There may be some newer, maybe something newer to this. Let's see if this is one page. Yeah, well, it's thick stock, so it's got some addenda there that I can read over. Here's the Allied command display for the 2-player and the solo. Allied solo, nothing on the back of that. Here we have for the Allied solo, the German setup card organizer. Okay, nothing on the back. Key rule summaries for the Allied solo. Single page. Okay, and German system intelligence 1. This one's German 2 and 3. And then we have the daily sequence of play for the German solo. The German solo calendar. So I believe don't take me because I haven't read the rules yet, but I believe what I saw was this is where you put all the counters that are going to be coming on during the game. So that's for the German solo. This is for the Allied solo. So it gives descriptions of things that are going to happen during that turn. 2-player sequence of play. You see what else we have here. Yep, that's a single sheet. And 2-player calendar. And then your Allied solo daily sequence of play. All right, so a lot of player aids, which I'll bet we need. I'll just bet we need those. And then we have our counter sheets, which are sealed. How about that? So, let's see if we can get this plastic real quick. Slide these out. See what we got here. Okay. So we have, I'm assuming US forces are green and the German forces are gray. These are fairly thin, so pretty thin counters. So I'll be using my tweezers on these. I'm quite sure to move these. My fat fingers ain't gonna pick them up very well. Then we have Corps and Germans. Looks like we have some bridges. Not sure what this symbol is. And some other indicators here. Back sides. So on one side we have the German cross. On this side it's the US. Maybe for zones of control. These say detachments on them. And then we have other counters. So I have a lot that I can't tell you what it means just yet, but we're going to find out. And looks like these are the square edges, so it looks like when I punch these I'm going to be doing some clipping too. Oh boy, we get to do some corner clipping. All right, so we got all of that. Counters here, get them out of the way. So let's see, get the boxes out of the way. Let's see what the maps look like. Okay, so this one is German solo. Okay. So we have the German calendar up here, and there's the map. There's Bastogne, which kind of is a point that everybody would know. Very nice looking map. Terrain keys, combat units, so it shows you what they are. Down here, terrain key and the combat units, so infantry and airborne infantry, armor, mechanized, cavalry, combined arms. Okay, and symbols, what things mean, hold values, allied position, withdraw arrows, primary forward arrows. So I'm assuming this helps drive the way the map's going to work. And I know these different colors are associated with the different types of corps or German armies. So this bluish gray is the German 7th Army. This more of a dark gray is German 5th Panzer Army, and then the lighter gray is the German 6th Panzer Army. So that's where they're at. Okay, this is the next map. This one is going to be for, I'm curious to see what the difference in them is going to be. This one is the Allied solo map. So we're looking there at the German map. Here's the Allied solo map. It's definitely got a different look to it. There's Bastogne again, but a lot of different colors. Over here we have the US colors again for what they're, but we don't have that German bar over here. We have reserve units, the map, the German draw pile, again the terrain, the combat units. So that's the same primary, forward, and a hold value, so you don't have some of the other colors that were on that map. So this is definitely slightly different. And then this would be, of course, the 2-player map. So let's just get a quick look at it. I get it unfolded here. Be careful. And here's the 2-player map. And so as you can see, it doesn't have all the little arrows on there. Makes quite a difference. The calendars on the side there with your Allied and your German units, because you're sitting across from each other. And then we have again the combat units and the terrain key. So this is a little different and shows a little different, but the 2-player, like I said, unless somebody magically appears at my door that can play a board game, a war game, I probably won't be doing that one. But I will be playing. I understand the German is supposed to be the easier of the 2 games to play. I really like to play as the Allies, but we may have to play the Germans to learn it. Maybe we'll do a couple videos where we do both the German and the Allied. So I'm really interested in getting into this game. And so I'll be trying to set up, try to learn some of these, maybe play one of the shorter scenarios, and then we'll see where it goes from there. All right, very, very nice. Really excited to play this. This is a hex encounter game. It's card driven. It does have some chip pull in it, so I think it's going to be. Everybody I've heard they say it's hard to learn, but they say once you grasp it, then it's a great game. I'm looking forward to this. I think this was the first in the series. If I read that right, back here it was Enemy Action Volume 1. I know there's an Enemy Action Kharkov out there now, so it looks like that we're going to have some more of these. So hopefully I can get my grasp on this one, and maybe Kharkov can be a birthday gift or something like that come this spring. So, all right, hey, that's going to do that. I'm looking forward to getting this one on the table and playing it. And hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It will help. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.